Hi, I'm Marjorie Omeally.
Okay, and so we are here to talk about the Ask Me Why mission. First question for you, Miss Marjorie. What was your first experience like going out into the mission field?
It actually was the beginning of something really new and exciting for me. Um, I never realized, but I really enjoyed going out and greeting people and finding that people were um, very interested and willing to come forth and wanted prayer, which was so exciting that I can go up to people that I never met before and offer prayer and they would accept it. So it was just overwhelmingly exciting. I really look forward to it. It's our first day and we were really pumped and we were charged. And I was the leader of the group, so I was like really overwhelmed with all of it. It was really nice.
Okay. What would you say is one of your most memorable experiences while being out in the mission field?
Wow. The most memorable experience is it was a young lady that was homeless and she had been through a lot and I could see her face was just stained with dry tears and she looked really weary and it just brought me back to a place where I remember where I used to be. And she said she was struggling, she didn't have a place to stay and she had several children. And we met her out there on a bench and she had strewn around her book bags and things like that. And we started asking her about some of the things that she needed and wanted, and we provided them for her at that very moment in time. And we actually helped her, usher her through to getting her service. Lavita was with me and Laura, and we got food and connected a place for her to stay and possibilities where several places where she could stay. And that was probably the most memorable time that we had out there. It was very exciting. We could help her.
Awesome. What would you say is one of the biggest obstacles that you faced before going in and out of the mission field?
Well, for us, it probably was weather, the biggest thing. I would say weather because the people were there. I mean, there were some days that they just weren't out. For the most part, we always had people, but I would probably have to say it's the weather because it was extremely hot. It would have been nice if we could do this honestly all year round, but that's what I would hope would happen someday in the future. But basically, it was the weather.
Okay. What's some things that you would pray for on your way out or when you get into the mission field? What were some of the things that you would pray for in heading out to the mission field?
Well, we always pray for our safety, and that because we were in areas that we knew there were things happening. There were robberies, there were shootings. Week after week, we would see the police. We would greet them out there. We would hang out with them at times. So we would always pray for our safety. We would also pray for to meet the people that they would be out there, the people that needed hope and help, they would be out there and available that we could help them.
Awesome. And one last question. What piece of advice would you give to someone who's heading out to the mission field for the first time?
Just relax and just know that there's going to be people out there. One of the best things you can do before you do anything is to pray that God would be with you and you wouldn't do this by yourself because it's impossible to do it alone. And it's so much better when you have God with you. So prayer would probably be one of the best things that I would suggest to anybody before you go out there, just to open it up for them.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Miss Marjorie.
You're welcome.